going on? Are we going live? I don't know. Are we going live? That says it's starting. It's starting. All right, it's starting. We're live now. Good morning, everybody. Hey, I'm Ann Eller right here with you. I had a few issues this morning. I'll just admit it. I'm tired. I'm just so tired. But I feel pretty good right now. I don't know. I feel better. But I've been a little bit draggy, I think, this week. So we've got decent weather for the weekend. It is Father's Day weekend. And so I certainly hope that you're going to do something with your dad. And, you know, a lot of people, our dads are different people than maybe our biological dad. So, and that's okay. And I hope you will celebrate the person that has made a difference in your life and has hopefully made you feel complete. You know, one of the things we were talking about yesterday afternoon with Anthony is that children need social interaction with their parents. And it's very difficult when children have not had that on how to fill that gap. But they've got to have that social interaction day in and day out. It's kind of like just like raising a puppy, you know, they got to have social interaction if they're going to grow up well. And I think that's all part of it. And during, we talked about with Anthony whether this was something as it relates to COVID, and he said no. This has been going on for decades, and the problem is the more, and I'm just giving you the nutshell version of this. I hope you'll go back and listen or watch the whole interview that we did yesterday afternoon. In a nutshell, we are actually probably getting a little worse now because of all the screen activity. We keep kids looking at their screens. Kids want to look at the screens, and it's become an easy way to, quote, entertain them. But that's not working for the development of their brain. And one of the things I will tell you that was fascinating to me was how different parts of the brain, we all know we grow and develop differently, but different parts of the brain become larger or smaller depending on how they are allowed to develop, depending on the conditions that they're in. So in a normal child, I guess they should all be about the same. In an abnormal development, certain parts get bigger and certain parts get smaller, which causes a lot of problem. So I hope you'll go back and listen or watch. A lot of people just put it on Facebook at Facebook Live, but then they just listen to it while they're doing other things, and that's cool too. So. But that was a fascinating conversation with Anthony Price over there at Pathway House. So make sure if you have a chance to check that one out. One of the things that I read about yesterday, I think it was yesterday, is that with the closing of Limestone, online students lost thousands of dollars following the closure of Limestone University. Not only that, there are employees that have not been paid. So that has been a huge loss to students and to staff that work there. All staff. They've had a lot of issues in this closing down, and a lot of people are going to get hurt. Now, I understand they are suing and they've got a class action suit and this type of thing, but you know, that kind of stuff can take years. And in the meantime, people that are hurt on this certainly don't have the opportunity to have this taken care of. Last night, I do want to talk about some of these things. Last night, that meeting where people could get help, for their, what was it called? Let me look this up. They could get help on hurricane relief was there last night at the oh, come on, Ann. Here we go. was at the Art Center in Uptown Greenwood. And this was a pretty big deal that happened. So I think that was, I've got some more information. They have had housing mitigation, who's eligible. They had a whole lot of information available up for people from Lawrence, Abbeville, McCormick. The Office of Resiliency now has $150 million of additional federal funding to help with housing for low to moderate income individuals. More good news is that the above counties, Greenwood, Lawrence, Abbeville, and McCormick counties, have been earmarked. This are among the 6 counties that have high priority. This means that 80% of the money available is earmarked for Lawrence, Abbeville, Greenwood, and McCormick counties. They will replace mobile homes, repair existing homes, build new homes, or buy out homes in a floodplain up to $350,000. They will also repair rental properties. Greenwood City and Greenwood County can also apply for help with infrastructure repairs. So thanks to the South Carolina Office of Resiliency for holding a well-attended Greenwood Town Hall last night with case managers ready to help. There are deadlines to apply, so get in touch. You can call 803-898-2511. That's 803-898-2511. And have them call, because the people that were there last night were very helpful. They wanted to help. Was your home or community impacted by Hurricane Helene? Still have repairs or other disaster-caused needs? There is lots of opportunity to get some help. So this is your opportunity. If you went to the meeting, well, you already know about it. If you didn't go to the meeting, and I've got to admit, I did not go to the meeting last night. I was tired after that interview with Anthony, and it started, I think, wasn't it, at 6 o'clock? So I did not get to go. But the rehabilitation, replacement, or reconstruction of single-family homes, voluntary buyouts we talked about, particularly if someone lives in a floodplain, rehabilitation of affordable rental housing. They'll help with a lot of different things, and so there's all this money that is available. You might as well get in there and take advantage of it. So call 803-898-2511, and please share that information with anybody that you think that could use this help. But it's great that we are getting this kind of help here in our community, because it has taken a long time. God, it's hard to believe. Helene was back, the end of September? Yeah, the end of September, 1st of October, and we still have damage. And I would contend that some of these trees and stuff that have fallen is because they were loosened up during Helene, and then we've had all these bad rains and winds and everything, and it just toppled it over. So I don't know whether that's true or not, but we are still suffering the effects of this. So it's these $150 million Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery. That's $150 million for Lawrence, Abbeville, Greenwood, and McCormick Helene victims. That's pretty cool. And those are federal funds, and I guess they have them. Okay. I guess they have them because guess what? They're giving them out, so they must have them. It must not have been something that's been cut, so that's a good thing. One of the things that I have heard, the Federal Disaster Fund, that they're looking of returning the disaster, that when our government ends up on site and starts helping out, and we've of course had a lot of discussions about sometimes the slowness of the activity. I mean, after all, look what happened in North Carolina. Some of those people have suffered so immeasurably and didn't get the relief that they needed. So they are looking about turning that back to the states. Now, I believe the federal government will support it, but instead of having everything come from the federal government, it actually will come from the states. So I think that's an interesting idea. Now, whether that happens or not is another question, but the thing that I like about what's happening in our government, our federal government, is that they are looking at things. They are looking at things. They're not just saying, well, this is the status quo and that's how we need to do it. A lot of people are upset that they're doing this, but innovation and change has to come about by at least talking about doing these things. So as we move forward here in this new era of President Trump and Doge and whatnot, you should know Doge is still alive and well. They're still working on the budget. The Senate is coming up with their own plan, but still, they are innovating. They are looking at new ways to do things, and that eventually should be cost effective for our country. So I wanted to talk about that one because that is an important. You can get help if you're still suffering from the hurricane. Call 803-898-2511. That's 803-898-2511. This, as I said, is for residents of Greenwood, Lawrence, Abbeville, and McCormick. There are 6 counties, and we took up 4. So there's 2 other counties that are eligible for this $150 million in additional federal funds to help with housing for low to moderate income individuals who've been unable to repair or rebuild after the hurricane. So they have priority. These counties have priority. So Greenwood is one of those. All right. So what else is going on? What else is going on here? I got a couple other things I want to talk about. We've got Father's Day. Hey, have you thought about a blizzard cake for Dad? I think that sounds pretty cool, actually. I think that sounds pretty cool. Getting a blizzard cake, you can have them made with just about any flavor of a blizzard. They'll make it into a cake. So that is pretty darn cool, isn't it? I think it is. So think about that. Also, do want to remind you at 6 p.m. on Sunday, they are having a Flag Day ceremony. The Knights of Columbus will be having their traditional, meaningful Flag Day ceremony at 6 p.m. uptown Greenwood, right there at the flagpole, really in front of Howard's, right there is where that will be. So if you would like to go, I would highly recommend that you go to that because it is so meaningful, and I think this year it probably is going to mean a lot to a lot of people that we have wondered where our flag was sitting with all this. There's good to see there's a lot of patriotism coming back around. Also, this weekend, Saturday is, I think that's officially Flag Day, but they're celebrating it on Sunday, as they usually do at the Knights of Columbus. But it's also President Trump's birthday. It's the 250th anniversary of the military, and as only Donald Trump could do, they're having a big celebration right there on the mall. They are going to have a parade. I believe it's going to start around 6 o'clock in the evening. So that's going to be a huge event. So I just thought I'd mention some of these things. It's also a weekend where, of course, there are going to be a lot of protests. No More King's Day is going to be going on too. So I certainly hope in our state that we will not have any violence. I hope they are peaceful protests, as everybody wants them to be. I certainly hope that they are. So, but there's going to be one in Greenwood, and all across the state there are going to be that. Then, of course, next Thursday is Juneteenth, and so there will be more celebrations and things going on for that. So, as we get ready to move forward here, one of the other things I want to remember to tell you is that the Toros, 3 Toros teams, are down there in Plano, Texas. They are, this is so exciting. The Lakeland's Toros are down there, and they are going to be, they are representing Greenwood, and the Toros are representing South Carolina at the 6 teams of the U.S. soccer team Southern President's Cup for its, so this is pretty cool, and we're going to be getting video clips. Now, I understand those probably will be coming in the evening, so we will be playing those Monday morning for sure. Depending on when I get them on Saturday, we might play them on Trash to Treasures, but definitely Monday morning will be a big review of what has happened, and let's hope they're still playing. Let's hope they're still playing. This is just so exciting. If any of those teams, and we have three different groups that are gone, if any of those teams win, guess what? They end up going to Florida in just 2 weeks. So there's a lot of pressure on these kids, but I hope they're going to have a good time while they're doing that. I hope they're going to have a good time. But I don't know when I'm going to get these clips. I've just been told that we will get those clips, and we will play them on Facebook, and that's going to be pretty awesome. All right, other news out there that I wanted to share with you. We had a game. Let's see. Post 20 Juniors versus Saluda. No score for the first 2 innings. Clinton scored 4 runs in the 3rd inning. Greenwood answered with 1 run in the 4th. Clinton earned 3 runs in the top of the 5th. Greenwood scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th. Clinton scored 4 runs in the top of the 11th. 27th. Greenwood was unable to come back. Saluda wins 11-2. Let's see. I'm sorry. I read it wrong. Clinton scored 4 runs in the top of the 11th. So the score ended up, and that was in the 7th, 11-2. Greenwood was unable to come back. Saluda won 11-2. Now, that should have been a pretty exciting game. Lots of runs, lots of activity. This is why I'm telling you, you need to go out to the American Legion baseball field out there at the old Civic Center, a.k.a. the Greenwood County Recreation Center. And on Monday, June 16th at 7 p.m., Veterans Appreciation Night. All veterans get in for free. Greenwood Post 20 versus Golden Strip Post 271 will be playing. That is Monday, June 16th at 7 p.m. So, FYI, if you're a veteran and you've been thinking about going to the games, go check it out. You'll be, I think you'll be glad you did. You know, they have great food out there. You can take the family and just have a good time. Admission normally $7 for adults, students 12 to 17, $5, students 6 to 11, $1, under 5 free. And they have their concession stand with hot dogs, barbecue, sandwiches, popcorn, pickles, candy, soft drinks, sweet tea, and lots of other items. So please go out and support our local Post 20. You'll be glad you did. All right, what else is going on, and what else is going on? This is big. This Saturday, the Emerald City Greenwood Car Show is on Saturday, and so that's always a great event. The Uptown Greenwood, South Carolina Festival of Flowers, the Emerald City AACA Auto Show is going on. That is right there where Eggs Up Grill is at 115 Hampton Avenue. They will once again host their annual classic and exotic car show in Greenwood. 9 o'clock to 1:30 at Eggs Up Grill. Trophies awarded to the top 20 vehicles. Entry fee is $20. All proceeds benefit the Greenwood Veterans Center. So please go out and support them. Plus, it's so cool to see all the different cars. All the different cars that are out there. That's what I think is pretty cool. Now, another thing that came across my desk, actually on a Facebook, this is from the Greenwood City Fire Department. Public safety announcement. We've seen a shocking rise in fart fan fires. Now, does that catch your attention? Yep, you read that right. These bathroom exhaust fans, aka fart fans, have been working overtime and some of them are tapping out in flames. I'm telling you what, this is a story to be talked about. What's all the gas right there? That's what I want to know. What's causing this to happen? Turns out they're not built to run 24/7 like your favorite binge-worthy TV shows. I don't know who wrote this for the Greenwood City Fire Department, but it's pretty funny. Well, when these fans get gunked up with dust and lint and keep running too long, they can overheat and catch fire. So here's your fire safety tip of the day. Turn off your bathroom exhaust fan when you're done. Okay. Clean it regularly. Yes, that means climbing up there and getting the dust bunnies out. But no old people are supposed to be doing that. Replace old fans that sound like they're grinding gravel. Have you ever had one of those and you thought, well, that'll cover the noise all right? There you go. This is something that is very serious. So stay safe and keep your fans fresh. I don't know who had the sense of humor to write that, but that one I thought was pretty darn funny. So please make sure you check that out. Other things that they are doing, they're having audition dates for season 11 of Palmetto Girls Sing. And I think this is, if you've got a young person in your house or if you've got a granddaughter, this is a great time. Audition dates for rising 4th through 12th grades. The next one coming up is May 18th, and then the final one is July 17th. To register, you can visit the website of Palmetto Girls Sing. Palmetto Girls Sing. So, I wanted to tell you all about that. I also wanted to give a shout out to Angela Christopher and Thelma Christopher. Destiny of Greenwood is still going strong. Just dropped off over 300 pounds of food to the seniors at Pine Ridge Apartments today. They hit the jackpot today with fresh fruit, eggs, sandwich meat, veggies, and more. It's a blessing to be able to keep serving our elders and those in need. Let's keep showing up for our community. Don't forget about our seniors. A little kindness goes a long way. It's Destiny of Greenwood, feeding the Greenwood community, and they do it for seniors. And I tell you what, Angela Christopher, her mom, Thelma Christopher, they have been involved in feeding people, health, all this type of thing for years and years. So good job for taking all that food, and that's the Pine Ridge Apartments. I think those are the new apartments that have just been put in. So if you can help out in any way, I think that would be terrific. I don't really have a telephone number. We'll try to get some information. I actually think I'm going to try to have her on the air with us. So, let's move forward here and see what else we have to talk about here this morning. I decided kind of on Fridays that it should be about what's coming up this weekend, what's happening. I think that's that's a good thing to do. So this is what I'm trying to do on Fridays, is make sure that you're aware of all the things going on right now in our area. I saw this restaurant. I'm going to tell you about this restaurant. I have not been there, but I saw it on Facebook last night. It is Christine's Farm to Fork. Christine's Farm to Fork. And they are having a Father's Day week specials. They've had, they're a farm that specializes in, and they do meals, and they are at 206 Main Street in Edgefield. So they have all fresh food. They've had strawberries that they've been picking, but some of their menus have been quite fantastic, they've had, for example, Chef Special Slow Smoked 12-ounce prime rib with squash casserole and choice of one side, creamy corn, cream grits, cream spinach, red bliss mashed potatoes, sauteed squash and zucchini, and then they had a second special cornmeal fried pork chop with creamy tomato gravy and green bean casserole. And they've got an appetizer, this sounds quite delish, of fried okra or French fried eggplant. So I want somebody to tell me, have you been to this place? Because they've got a lot of good reviews and everything. It says patio is open this Saturday, is all weather dependent. We will monitor and hopefully we can welcome Josh Martin Bandy from 7 to 10 this Saturday. This week they were open Tuesday through Saturday 5 to 9, Sunday Father's Day brunch 10 a.m. to 3, and then I'm going to give you a telephone number if you want to check it out, 803-615-0695, and that is a business in Edgefield, not too far up the road, 206 Main Street, and so in Edgefield. So I wanted just to tell you a little bit about that one. I thought that was very, very cool. Very, very cool. We've talked about the Flag Day ceremony that will be this Sunday at 6 p.m. I really wish more people would show up for Flag Day. I realize that that's not a popular time, but you've got all the topiaries out there. You could come up there, go to the ceremony, bring your kids and your grandkids up there. Let's really show a face of patriotism for our flag. So this is hosted by the Knights of Columbus Assembly. And get ready for a memorable experience with beautiful music from Our Lady of Lourdes Choir, an uplifting talk from their guest speaker, and a special tribute to the Stars and Stripes. Join us as we come together to honor America's enduring spirit. I love the fact that it has some pomp and circumstance to it. The Knights of Columbus are all dressed in their garb, and they really look, and really, when you think about it, it'll be pretty hot out there, and they are still out there dressed in their garb. So I think it is something really to get out there and celebrate. So that's another thing going on. And do I have anything else I'd really like to share with you here today? I think there is. I'm trying to think what it is, though. I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment, Ann. What else have you got? Okay, not that one. Let's check the mail and see what we've got here this morning. I know we've got something. Just seems like it never stops, does it? Never stops. The agenda for Monday, June 16th, the Greenwood City Council meeting. So that will be going on. That, of course, is at, 5:30. They'll be having the City of Greenwood meeting. So if you'd like to watch it, of course, you can always watch that on Facebook. I guess we could check and see what's on the agenda. I think we all need to be more involved. And whether you go to the meetings or not, or whether you actually just watch the meeting on Facebook, it is a great way to be involved about what is happening right here in our community. So they are going to have a couple of public hearings. They've got some unfinished business. Do we got anything else that we're going to have? They're talking about considering an ordinance rezoning 115 Gray Street to an old Greenwood Village overlay. They've got something going on with that. They're consider authorizing hospitality tax funds for roof repairs at the federal building. They have some Board of Architectural Review they've got to fill in. And so that's kind of some of the stuff. Doesn't look like they're any big things, but they are big things because they affect our community. So that's a little bit about that there. Other than that, I don't know what's going on. I think I've covered a lot of the stuff going on. But let's see, is there anything else that we should be talking about? Anybody know of anything that I've missed here this morning? Poker run? Oh, that's right, the poker run is going on. There you go, the poker run. The poker run is going on. Let's see if I can find that really quick. That's the boat poker run, right, Susan? Yep, I think I'm correct on that. Let's find events that I have missed for all the events I know. Oh, let's see. I don't want my events. I want to know what other people's events are. Let's see. Check it out. That was one of the ones that was on my list. I don't know if I'm doing a good job today or not. I feel... Oh, some days it's just a day. And today is Friday. Today is Friday. That is for sure. Let's see. Where's the poker run? I had the poker run right here. Poker boat run. Where is it? I had so many events. Poker run. Well, I guess I will find it here. I got a couple other things I want to tell you about. Today at 11, they are having a testing and health fair at, let's check on that one. And then I had the boat run here, so let me see. Event by Carolina Health Centers, 1103 Main Street, right there in Greenwood. This is a public event, and they're going to have free hygiene kits, hepatitis, they'll also free HIV, hepatitis C testing will be available with rapid results. Come talk with our behavioral health department and get a haircut by Barbershop on Wheels. Now that is a free event that is going on from 11 to 3, and that is at 1103 Main Street, right there in 1103 Main Street, right there in Greenwood. So if you are in need of these things or could use any of this, please go there. 11 to 3, 1103 Main Street, right here in Greenwood. So that is going on. Now, where is my information about the poker run? The boat poker run. I can't believe I can't find this right off the bat, because Susan is right. That is tomorrow. Okay, boat poker run. Where is it? Let's see if we can find this real quick. This is a great event that happens every year right here in Greenwood. I am a failure this morning. I am just having an epic fail. Let's try this again, see if this comes up. I thought I had that. Here we go. Saturday, July 12th, June 14th. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Where is our poker run? Somebody give me that information on the poker run. Where is it? Oh, I can't believe I don't have it. I am so sorry, because I did have that in my feed, but for some reason it is not coming out. Okay, let's try this. Poker Run Greenwood. I did all this work last night to make sure I had it, and now I don't have it. Oh, sometimes you get so frustrated trying to have everything. All right. I don't have it. I just don't have it. Well, it is tomorrow. I know it is tomorrow. I know it's going to be, doesn't it usually help Burton Center? Doesn't it usually help Burton Center? Yes, I think it does. And it's a good thing, but I cannot find it. Maybe let's check this one. Maybe it's right here. That's the beauty of this. It's really live radio, folks. It's really live radio. There is no question about it. We are live here on the radio, and Ann is having an epic fail going on right now. Tomorrow is the poker run. Well, I know I had that live music, so okay. You know, you need to we need to check out more with Meza Uptown Greenwood. They are doing some fantastic things. One of the things that they do is they do all kinds of classes, and they're going to have a sourdough class. And it's tomorrow, but it's sold out. I know they've done a a class about chickens. One of my friends took that class, found it very informative. And poker boat run. So they are doing a lot of cool stuff right here in our community. And they are right there in Uptown Greenwood. I think it would be very cool to find out some more information about them and what they are doing. All right, folks, I can't find it. I know it's going on tomorrow, but I cannot find it. I don't know why I can't find it. If anybody knows anything about it, please let me know, and I'll try to make sure we get the information out there. I'm Ann Eller right here with you this morning. What other story can I tell you here to try to recover from this epic fail that I am having this morning? I am an epic failure. I will just admit it right here on WCRS. I did want to tell you about this story. This has nothing to do with local events or anything, but it is a most interesting story, and I just wanted to talk about it because do you know they have actually found a continent underneath, or a landmass underneath Antarctica. 30 million year old lost world beneath Antarctic ice discovered like opening a time capsule. Have you heard about this? This is unbelievable. It says that it was frozen in time. Antarctica wasn't always a desolate ice cape. International researchers announced the discovery of an over 30 million year old lost world beneath the Antarctic ice that may have teemed with rivers, forests, and possibly even palm trees. This finding is like opening a time capsule, said Professor Stuart Jameson, a geologist from Durham University in England, and co-author of the groundbreaking study, which was published in the Journal of Nature Communications. Fieldwork for the ice-breaking study began in 2017 when the team was drilling in a seabed to extract sediments from an ecosystem buried beneath the ice. But listen, upon analyzing this sediment, they happened upon an ancient ecosystem buried over a mile beneath the ice. You know, we hear about these things, you know, like under the ocean and everything. But have we heard about something like this in Antarctica? Researchers estimated that the total landscape located in Wilkesland, East Antarctica, measured more than 12,000 square miles, approximately the size of Maryland. The land beneath the East Antarctica ice sheet is less well known than the surface of Mars. We're investigating a small part of that landscape in more detail to see what it can tell us about the evolution of the landscape and the evolution of the ice sheet. Using advanced tools, the team was able to pinpoint blocks of elevated ground measuring 75 and 105 miles long and up to 53 miles wide that were separated by valleys as wide as 25 miles and plunging nearly 3,900 feet deep. Further analysis revealed that the subglacial landmass was likely not eroded by the ice sheet and was likely created by rivers. They said this used to be a tropical environment. It was not always cold. So it says, during the time, the region likely featured flowing rivers and dense forest in a temperate or even tropical climate. And it says, a theory supported by the team's discovery of ancient palm pollen near the site. Can you just imagine, though, how can you even tell that these micro currents are still left out there and that they're able to find these things, analyze them, and prove the truth of it? It says, meanwhile, the sediments found at the repository contain microorganisms harking back to a totally different environment with warmer seas and greater biodiversity. It's difficult to say exactly what this ancient landscape looked like, but depending on how far back you go, the climate might have resembled modern-day Patagonia or even something tropical. The greening of Antarctica is not necessarily a modern phenomenon. As the global climate cooled, the incoming ice sheet covered the continent and halted the erosion process, effectively freezing the subglacial ecosystem in time, much like an ice block woolly mammoth. This is just, I found this fascinating when I was reading this last night. I was like, I got to share that. So anyways, that's a story that I thought was pretty darn interesting. And I hope that whatever you do, and please be part of the poker run. I can't believe I can't find it. Probably I'll get off the air and it's the first thing I'll find is the thing about the poker run. But it's giving me all these things that they're suggesting. Oh, okay, maybe I can find more that is happening in our area, and that one is not coming out. But Susan is right. I saw that one. I just can't seem to see it this morning. 864-229-7984. Please let me know about that one if you know something about it. One of the things that is going on that I just came across, they're having Saturday chess at Dairy Queen. That's going on Saturday the 14th from 11 to 2. 11 to 2. So that sounds like that would be a fun event to go to. Also, Skippers is having a cornhole tournament today at 7. So that's pretty cool. But where is the poker run? I hope it's going on now that we're talking about it. I don't know why I don't see it here or can't put my eyes on it. I feel like my eyes are failing me this morning. All right, well, I don't see it here. Discover events. Surely it should be here, but I do not see it, unfortunately. But this should be going on out there at the lake. I apologize to the Greenwood, the poker run. I have seen it. I just do not see it today on the list of events. So I don't know what happened. Anyways, with that, I'm going to go back to the Antarctica article. I think that is pretty cool to find out that Antarctica could have been a tropical temperate environment instead of the icy way that it is today. With that being said, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I hope you celebrate your dad and or the person that was dad-like to you. I know we'll see a lot of on Facebook this weekend of people who are missing their dads. And I think in the past, we used to not put the significance that dad has on all children's lives. Dads are important in children's lives. That's why we need a mom and a dad to raise children, or have someone involved in their life that can fill in as a dad. It's one of the most, it may not be the most important role, but it's a very important role. And I would hope that you had somebody in your life that made a difference to you, and that you're able to celebrate it right in your life. So please celebrate Father's Day. Please remember Father's Day, and don't forget, you can always tune me in right here on the radio. I'm normally a fountain of information, except for today. I cannot find the poker run. If something's happened to the poker run, please let me know. Otherwise, I know that'll be going on, and that is always a big, fun event. So please let me know if you know anything about it. And if not, I hope that they have a good time tomorrow. That's going to do it for me. This is WCRS right here in Greenwood, South Carolina. Have a great day. Try to have some good times. Try to celebrate what you can. And don't forget, Dairy Queen. They are making blizzard cakes now. So get out there and get a blizzard cake, and everybody just dig in and have a good time. Bye-bye, everybody. There you go. That's a wrap right here on WCRS Radio.